Good afternoon. First thing I want to do before, as I get started, is to thank our fans. It's great to be back home. It's great for our kids, and the importance of our fans to our team and our program is it can't be overstated. But I want to thank those for coming out. We had a lot of rain delays this weekend. Throughout the week, we was kind of bouncing around, thunderstorms coming in and out of the area, and it was huge for our kids. We had a rain delay in the first inning on Saturday, and the fans sat there for 45 minutes and stayed right with us. At the end of the doubleheader, they were there. That was huge to our kids, so I want to bring that up and thank them for their unwavering support. And it's also huge. We had a lot of recruits in on campus this weekend, and it was huge for them to see that kind of commitment to the program. And again, great results because of that. So I want to be appreciative of our fans. As far as the games go, really good to be back at our home field and get a good week of practice in. Right now we're focused on trying to get better each day in practice, and it's just easier to do that when you're on a home schedule. We had a great week of practice. We were healthy. The games, 2-0 win on Thursday night over a very good team. I was proud of our kids' effort. I thought our defense was outstanding, timely hits, and Summer on the mound was exceptional. And she bowed her neck in the 7th inning with runners on second, third, no out, and held on for the shutout win. But it was huge to get the week started that way. And then Saturday, come out early with, I think, a 5-0 win. Again, Summer goes out and pitched really good. Great game for us. And then Casey took the ball in the second game and gave us a really good, clean start. I think allowed 2 or 3 hits, and we were able to come up with an 8-0 shutout win. And then Sunday went back to Summer. We wanted to kind of use as much pitching as we could to keep the pressure off of, or just to give Summer as much rest as we could and use the minimum. I think she went 4 innings. Then we went after Summer, went to Casey. She gave us 2 innings with 4 strikeouts, and then we were able to bring in another outstanding freshman, Kerry Boswell, and she was really good in the 7th inning, threw really hard, and pitched, I thought, as effectively as she had all season. 9 pitches in her 7th inning performance to get the 3 outs that we needed. So I was really pleased with our pitching. I was pleased with our 2-out hitting on the week. I was pleased with our defense. We had a little bit of a letdown on Sunday, maybe a little bit of fatigue showed up and made an uncharacteristic couple 3 errors, but our defense has just been so outstanding all year, and really proud of them, and want to give those kids a lot of accolades for just consistently going out there and putting up 0 or 1 in the error column and allowing us to have a little bit of time on offense to take control of games.
Questions for Coach? Kaylin got a lot of at-bats over the weekend, got a hit in every game. If she continues to progress, what could potentially her role be down the road?
Well, we're trying to develop a deeper squad now, and we're at a point in our schedule where we feel like we've got, we know we have to have certain players in the lineup. Grimmion's going to be at third base every game of the year. Dalton's going to be at shortstop unless health issues come up. We know which kids we have to have in the lineup, and now we want to develop depth in those other positions. And so we want to give Kaylin a good look this weekend. If she got off to a good start, we put her to pinch hit, she gets a hit, come back the next game, goes 2 for 2. So then we got her out on the field yesterday, Tipper as well. And we'll continue to try to add players to those other positions that we feel like we can rotate players in and platoon in, so that in case of injuries or sickness later on in the year, we've got depth when we need it. And hopefully we're trying to find that best 9. I talk to the kids all the time. It's not the best 9 individuals. It's the 9 players that can go out there and make us the best team. And so that's what we're trying, and I think Kaylin could be a huge part of that. She's a really big, strong, physical athlete with a lot of speed. Got experience at the D1 level last year, so she's a kid that we would hope can give us a big boost down the stretch.
Could she be an outfielder?
Absolutely. She's a very good athlete. She has great range, has a good arm, and she's got experience out there. So if we, as we get further in the year, I talked about it, I'd like to be able to have 2 options: go with speed and a slap game, put pressure on defense on the infield, or I'd like to have more of a power lineup, and she fits really well into that power lineup if we can get her out there more and get her some more. It's not fair to put them out there 1 at bat every 10 games. If we're going to play them, we got to get them out there pretty regular so they get a rhythm in the box as an offensive player.
Do you feel like you guys have made strides? I know last week you were saying how you felt like some of the players got the experience in the scrimmage, but it didn't translate over to the games. Do you feel like some of the places you're trying to build depth that those players have made strides going forward, or are they still working in that area?
We're definitely still working in every area of the game, and I definitely feel like in the last 10 days there's been a little bit more comfort level reached with both the players and the coaching staff. You know, we're all trying to get to know each other, and it's unusual circumstances, but they are what they are, and we can't use it as an excuse. We have to use it as just the obstacle in our path that we have to overcome, and that obstacle of getting to know my players, learning about my players under pressure, which ones can perform in a pressure situation, and them likewise knowing how to understand the coaches, what we're looking for, what we expect, how we react to adversity, how we react to an error, how we react to positive things. It's a challenge for our athletes as well. So I definitely feel, though, in the last 2 weeks there's been a lot more comfort between the whole program, between coaches and players, and where we're starting to get a feel for each other.
Have you found your 1A and 1B pitchers with Gerry?
Well, you know, I want to always be watching, and I want to acknowledge when improvement is made. So it's not fair to say you're a number 3 or you're number 4. Each week I want to try to be receptive to the players that really has a great week in practice and hits the ball well, shows me something in their batting practice, or likewise a pitcher in our bullpens or in the scrimmage situation that we're allowed to do or that we're able to do during practice time. And so I'm really pleased with all of our pitching staff right now. I think they're doing an exceptional job of getting better every day. Summer's been outstanding, Casey's outstanding, and I couldn't be more pleased with Carrie Boswell and how she's growing up as a pitcher.
Coach, you guys got Troy this weekend. What challenges do they kind of present to you as a team?
Well, Troy's playing really well. They've got some really good pitching, and of course we're going back on the road, and you know we've not had the amount of success we want to have on the road. So I'd like to see us really leave here with a great focus. It's a business trip, and try to really put up a outstanding performance this weekend and come home with a high percentage of wins.
Coach, is there a timetable on Kylie Jo?
Day by day. I think it's another week. I think we were looking at 2 weeks off, and we're at the 1 week point. So she'll be back next week, and it'll be day by day and how she feels and if she can take the ball or not.
Do you like your team's mindset on the road? Is there something you want to change about that? What are you saying there?
No, I'm really pleased with my team and their mindset, and I think the experience of being on the road, the 2 road trips, now we've had the chance to come back home and think about it and digest it, and I expect them just to simply mature and handle it even better this time. But I'm not unpleased at all with them. They're fantastic kids, and they're really fighting really hard for our program and our coaching staff every day and everything they're doing. So I'm really pleased with my kids.
Coach, your slugging percentage went up a little bit this weekend. What do you take from that? Is that a confidence issue for the players, or what the biggest thing you took out of hitting a few more homers and kind of starting to do some of that?
I hope that they're becoming more focused and more comfortable in the whole process that we've been through in batting practice. I know batting practice is different, you know. I'm sure it's a different type of practice. We worked a lot of situations in practice, you know, having runners at first, runners at second, bases loaded, second, third, 2 outs. We did a lot of situational BP this last week, and I'm hoping that our players are just simply getting more comfortable. And, you know, we got a lot of young players, so one of the keys for our team to have success this last half of the season is to improve significantly at the plate. And I hope those are early signs that we're going to see it continue down the stretch.